Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you very much for subscribing and thank you so much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. Now we see where so many persons are hyperventilating about Vybz Kartel and his ticket prices. Many are venting their frustration on social media that the ticket prices are ridiculous for his upcoming show that he has in New York. It's 1,000 plus, 1,000 this, 1,000 that, and it's in US. Many persons are saying that he's not worthy of such. They're comparing it to Beyonce ticket prices, other artists, Taylor Swift. They're comparing his ticket prices to Taylor Swift. Many persons are saying that it's well deserved. He has put out a lot of songs and over the years, and he has done 13 years in prison. He was a leading dancehall artist prior to going to prison, spending 13 years, and while in prison, he recorded his biggest hit, which is Fever. Many persons are saying that upon his release, it was long awaited. Many persons are expecting it, so it's worthy of it, and stuff like that. But you know me, I walk with a mirror, and so while I hold it to my face, I will also hold it to yours. So I'm going to show you this. I think the entire situation is a catch-22 when you look into it, meaning that it's a catchy moment, meaning that, okay, so Vybz Kartel is released from prison, right? And I believe that he's trying to rebrand himself. He's trying to rebrand himself, and upon rebranding himself, he's trying to put out a different image of himself, a different meaning. He's going on different interviews. He's saying what's on his mind. He's very meticulous, or he's very particular in what he's trying to say. You know, he moves very smartly in the things that he's saying, because the first viral live video that he did was with his attorney, Isaac Buchanan, and he thought that the live was on pause, and he was threatening violence to his fiancée, Sidem. And so he's very particular in what he's trying to say, what he's trying to do, and I think he's moving very different prior to going. He's trying to rebrand himself, and so he's trying to move very differently, rather than like before his incarceration and stuff like that. And so upon rebranding himself, persons in his corner, whether his management team, whoever it is that's in his corner, they're strongly believing that the ticket prices are worth it, because persons have been waiting to see Vybz Kartel, waiting to see him perform on stage, waiting to hear what he has to say. And because of that, they strongly believe that he is worthy of the ticket prices for persons to pay in attendance to see him perform. So with that being said, that's one angle of it. Number two, Vybz Kartel is trying to set himself above other artists, meaning that he's professing to be the king of dancehall, and if he's the king of dancehall, he believes that his prices are worthy. He believes that based on the songs that he has put out, the amount of songs that he has put out, regardless of the fact that very few were hits, he believes that, you know, it's great for him, it's good for him, and he's worthy of the ticket prices. And because of that, in and of itself, he believes that it is, you know, it is fair and balanced for him to charge these prices. I'm sorry, guys, I'm a little bit distracted. The third reason I'm thinking is that Vybz Kartel really do not like his fan base. He doesn't like the people who support him, and I tell you why. They don't buy music. You guys don't buy music. You guys are very loud and you defend him, and he like that part where you will come out and you will say something when someone goes after him, or when someone comes out and say something. You know, he like the fact that, you know, even without contacting a vlogger will take it up on their head, because they want their viral moment also. So they will take it up on their head to defend him, because they know they will garner a Gaza supporting group, or subscribers, or views, or likes. So they believe that, you know, saying his name, saying this and that, it gains traction for him. And once persons are coming out to defend him, you know, he like that. But that's just the most. They don't buy music, they don't buy album, and he's trying to rebrand himself. Like I said before, he's trying to gain a wider audience. He's trying to gain a bigger audience. I believe he's trying to go for, to me, I strongly believe that Vybz Kartel is trying to go for, in and of itself, some Taylor Swift type of fans, or some Nicki Minaj type of fan base he's trying to go after. Meaning that there's value in it. There's value in those type of people supporting you, because they will what? Buy what you're selling. The Jamaican Gaza fan base, and I always say to a lot of people, and they didn't like it. They thought that I was prejudiced or that. And I say, you sitting down in your corner in the hood somewhere, someplace, doesn't mean anything to Vybz Kartel, because you don't buy music. If you buy music, or what you're saying is reflecting in his record sale, which is where it matters the most, then you will have an argument or you will have a say. But I do not believe that Vybz Kartel like his fan base. I do not believe that he's in support of these type of people, because if he was, he would have taken them into consideration and realized that a lot of these type of people really do not have it. You may see a lot of women with BBL in New York. You will see a lot of women driving this, driving that. You can easily take out a car or have someone take it out for you once their credit score is good, and then you just return it or whatever the case. And people save to do surgery. People save to do cosmetic surgery. Not everybody has 10, 15,000 US put down somewhere. Some people save, whether it be through their job, whether it be through prostitution. They do that. We're talking about the black community. People save their money to do the surgery. And it doesn't mean that because you see them in a party flossing or doing this or doing that, people squander also. So it doesn't mean that they are living that life or they're about that life that they are portraying. People show you what they want you to see of them, not what is actually there. And maybe Kartel is misinterpreting the visuals or misconstruing it and strongly believe that, okay, these people are so rich, they really do have it. And so they are going to pay high dollar in order to come and see him for one night for just 3 or 4 hours, which he won't be the only person in performance anyway. You understand? And we're looking at that. I strongly believe that's the case. He wants a wider audience. He's not too into his Gaza audience because they don't buy music. And because they don't buy music, he just don't believe that he should really cater for them. You understand? And sometimes you have to look beyond it, but there are many catches to it. You can see him with also see them a white woman, a type of woman, or a Caucasian. She's not white, she's a Caucasian woman. She's from the Caucasus clan or the Caucasus race, right? So he's with that type of woman and people are celebrating because he wants to rebrand himself. He wants to move different. He doesn't want to be seen as a hood type of individual and what he created. He wants to deviate from it. These, like I said, these are people have these type of, I don't want to get into it on a negative scale, but all I'm saying is that these people are the type of people who will influence you and gain an audience and have the power of influence to do this and do that and say this and say that and change the entire culture and structure. And then tomorrow morning, they just have an epiphany and they just decide that, it's better for business if I move with a white woman, if I go over there, if I start rebranding myself and stuff like that. And then everybody's just left discombobulated and wondering what's up. And then some will follow just the same. Some will remain, some will believe that he's a sellout, some will believe that he's this and he's that. But that's a price you pay when you're leading with the art of confusion. You understand? So that's really what is taking place before our very eyes. Vybz Kartel never really liked the type of people who support him because he considered them lower. Remember, he did a concert in Jamaica. How many persons from Tivoli Gardens? How many persons from Rima? How many persons from Jungle? How many persons from Seaview Gardens were able to attend this concert? How many of them? I don't think any, really, unless they live in the diaspora and they were able to purchase a plane fare and come there. You understand me? Which means that they either saved, they're making big bucks, they are hustlers doing illegal activities. And so it was like nothing to them. You understand? So when you look into this, he's not catering for the people who actually support him. And yes, those are the people who actually support him. They are the voices who are big, loud, and bullying on social media. Those people are the people who support him. But he did not put on his concert for them. And it's the same thing that's happening in New York. Why so many persons are in a peeve? Why so many persons are complaining that the ticket prices? Because in comparing it to a Beyonce who sells everywhere, or Taylor Swift who outside, the ticket prices are simply not the same. You understand? And these people are performing artists. Beyonce, you go to an art show, you go to a performing show, you go to a show that you see showmanship. You understand? Vybz Kartel isn't known for that, and he doesn't really have that. You understand? But because I said he strongly believes in himself, and he strongly believes in his name and his branding, he strongly believes in his image and his reputation, and so him and the promoter and management team come in cahoots and believe strongly that, listen, upon rebranding yourself, this is what you're worth, this is what you should put out there. And I'm not going to fault a person for overestimating themselves, because if the mass of the people put you on that type of pedestal, you are really within your right to do and say as you please. But it's going to reflect. It reflects in the ticket sales. It reflects in your record sales also, that it's really not what it seems. You understand? And that's why persons did not understand when people said that he cannot be compared to a Beanie Man, because Beanie Man have the accolades. Beanie Man has it to show. Or a Sean Paul. These people have the accolades to show. It's in their record sales. It's in their music. It is selling. That's the difference. But like I said, if you have a group of people that put you on a pedestal via social media and you become a trending, constantly trending, and your name is constantly circulating, you are going to believe that you are worth it, and you are going to believe that this is where I'm at, this is where I should be, and I see way over the horizon, and I'm not taking these people with me because they simply do not buy music. They simply do not buy music, and that's what the hell I am going to do. You understand? So that's why I say it's a catch-22, because looking into it, there are so many angles that you can take it from. And I think Vybz Kartel and his team are looking into that also and say, are these people really buying music? You understand me? I think that he could have put on a concert at, to support these type of people and make it low in cost. But here lies me, who is not a Gaza, who is saying something on behalf of these people who would really love to see him perform. But let me say this. Maybe, just maybe, these people really are stupid and they will follow him to the end of the earth. So if they never get to see him perform live somewhere, it's of no concern to them or no significance, because they will follow him to the end of the earth. So maybe I'm wrong to speak on their behalf, but I'm just saying something. If I was supporting a particular artist, I'd be very upset that he has ticket prices at an escalated sale or rank that I can't meet. You understand? And I support this guy. But hey, let me say this. This is Vybz Kartel. This is how he does this thing. He goes for the element of confusion. He goes for the element of change. He goes for the element of controversy. And his people who support him knows that, and that's what they are about. So I'm not going to add or take away from it. I'm just showing you what's before you, that you really don't realize it. He's not necessarily in support of these type of people who support him. Really and truly. Just like another example of when see them persons are complaining about the way you see them dress and this and that, and saying that she just like an old lady, she doesn't dress in trendy clothes or fashionable clothes. He interpreted that she has to be a lady and she's a this and she's a that. Everybody's at a whore like Uno. You understand me? And I didn't know that if a young person do not dress like an old woman, it means that they're dressing like a whore. So it goes to show you what he really think of the type of people who actually support him. He has done songs for whores. A lot of his songs, majority of his songs that he does, that he says a gal tune, it's for women who are living the life of whores. You understand? So I find it very strange that he would turn around and come for them in defense of something that people said about him that has nothing to do with whoredom. You understand? But like I said, this is Vybz Kartel, and he goes for the element of confusion. And so people have to just work with it. His fan base or his supporters who don't buy music just have to work with it. You understand? But that's all I have to say about it. I will go no further. It's up to them. They are still supporting him, whether or not. And, persons are within their right also to complain, because if they're in support of you and they're thinking that the ticket will be some $200 or $300, moving to a whopping 1,000 US plus, you understand? And a lot of things have to be taken into consideration in going to his concert. You understand? You want to think about your safety, getting a ride there, paying a driver, buying clothes, this, that, and the third, doing hair, doing nails, makeup, and all of that to get to your show. And they have to pay this exorbitant ticket prices. It really leaves you to wonder if he's really, in support of you or his purses, or he's trying to revamp himself, rebrand himself, have a wider target audience, and one that he considers better. But that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.